Welcome to the Full Tracy Money Audio Commentary. This is Owen Tracy recording. It's 3:28 p.m. The Central Time. Today is June 26th. Well, 10-year Treasury yields were down another 4 basis points here today, so closing below the 200-day moving average. This continues to look like a trend that's rolling over. And then we should also pay attention to the 2-year because that also is locked between the 200-day and the 1,000-day moving averages. So when it eventually breaks out, that is going to be a monumental change, and it is still contracting. It was down 6 basis points. This is very clearly pointing towards the Federal Reserve cutting interest rates, and that is likely to be stimulative. Now, we are in one of the biggest capital expenditure movements in the USA in at least 25 years. And that is 100% due to the AI trend of massive spending on chips, infrastructure, power lines, power capacity. And that is also going to be very clearly supported by lower interest rates. So that's obviously something that the market is pricing in right now. On top of that, you have the fact that there are very strong moves right now in the commodity sector. Platinum prices were up in a very dynamic manner today, and that is breaking out of a 10-year range. The COMEX copper price finished above $5 today, and that is also a significant breakout. Now, there's certainly evidence of stockpiling going on and a little bit of gaming around the whole question of tariffs. You have the Indian trade delegation moving to, excuse me, not moving, but traveling to the USA right now with the expectation that they will be talking about a new uh, trade agreement with the USA ahead of the July 9th deadline. And then there's the broad question about how many countries will meet that deadline and what will happen if they don't. So that is also contributing to some of this volatility in the commodity markets. But then we have Wall Street that you have the Nasdaq improving upon its performance yesterday and extending its breakout to new highs. Then you have the S&P 500 right in the region of its all-time high. And then the Dow Jones was in positive territory today, and most particularly because Goldman Sachs is the largest weighting within it, and it is really prospering as a result of the news that banks are going to be supported by the less than onerous capital